Really pleased to be here at the Flower and Home Marketplace in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania with my good buddy and partner, Craig Sloniger. Craig, you've been serving as executive leader here at Flower and Home for...
I've been here for about 2.5 years now.
2.5 years,
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. One of the things we wanted to bounce around a little bit today, you and I talked before in a prior video blog about how we keep ourselves in shape, in effect, how we cultivate our energy for the rigors of leadership, if you will. And I got to thinking about how that applies in a situation like you've been in here and like I've been in the past, where North Group is asked to serve in effect, a part-time executive leadership role, what that requires of us. What do you think about when you get here? Because you come here maybe, what, 2-3 times a week?
That's right.
And it's a concentrated blast of leadership, if you will.
Yeah.
How do you get ready for that?
Well, it actually provides a great opportunity, because when you come into an interim executive type of an assignment, you can bring a fresh perspective from the outside, and you can get yourself, you're not in your normal routine, so you can really concentrate on bringing energy to the room and to an organization.
Okay.
And where I like to really concentrate the effort is with the leadership team, because then that energy can go out throughout.
Radiates throughout if it's done well.
Absolutely. And in a retail environment, that's a natural thing to happen, because there's already a little natural energy that's circulating with customers who you want to serve, and also the broader staff.
One thing I found, and I wondered if you experienced this when I was serving in this kind of role the last number of years, was when I would get to the location, it would give me an opportunity to, as I was driving in, to say, hey, I gotta be at my best today. And it would allow me to come into the door with full focus, full energy on what needed to be accomplished that day. Do you experience that?
Absolutely, and that's where the drive to the location provides that opportunity to really focus on the meeting that you have at hand. And it gives a real advantage, because you're not caught into the routine daily stuff. And so you can bring that energy that benefits everybody at that time.
I'm wondering if it also favors the objectivity you really need to bring as a leader. I think when you and I talked before, you talked about three priorities that you bring to this kind of role in leadership, and I think one of those was keeping the vision in mind, where we are headed. But the second is staying objective about how the organization is currently functioning and behaving, so you can navigate the distance between where we are now and where we want to be. And the third thing I think you talked about was serving the employees and customers well, so that they can navigate their way from here to there. And so all of that brings this question to mind: is there an advantage in that you're not here all the time, but when you're able to walk in, you have a fresh view, some fresh objectivity about how we're functioning? Yeah,
absolutely. And the best way I've found to do that is to really get the leadership team focused on what is our theme going to be for the year. And when you can think of a theme, and it doesn't have to be some sort of button-down marketing tagline, just kind of a theme that we're going to concentrate on this year, and use that as much as we can in our everyday language to continue to bring that energy and push it forward.
That's cool, because that kind of goes back to one of our principles we use so much, would be the over-communication of organizational clarity, just repeating the same thing over and over again so that people can stay focused on what is most important. That kind of idea?
That's exactly what it is. And so right now here at the Flower and Home Marketplace, we're in the midst of developing our 2016 theme that we hope to finalize later today at our leadership team meeting.
That should be fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you already have an idea on it, or is the team going to come up with it?
Well, there's already kind of a direction being formed, but then it'll be refined by the team. It's evolving.
So what do you love most about this role? I mean, you're a North Group consultant, but with a certain portion of your time, you're an executive leader at the Flower and Home Marketplace in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania. What do you love about it?
Well, I love coming into in the midst of an organization and really getting to know all of the staff people. One of the most important things, not only for interim executives, but also for leaders that are throughout the different companies, is to earn the trust of the people. And the best way you can do that is just to notice people and notice the work that they do. And once you do that, you earn the trust, and then you can continue to move forward with things like defining values and themes and so forth. And so that's the exciting part to me.
And highlighting their efforts that are in alignment or consistent with those values and themes to perpetuate that kind of behavior and develop the culture.
Yes.
And again, that's where, when I was serving in that kind of role, and I suspect for you now, the objectivity of coming in every day and having a fresh energy around hey, it's going to be fun to come in today and see how well this place is functioning and to notice the things that are happening that are really consistent with where we're headed.
And the fun part also is then to see the growth
Yeah.
and the change that occurs and see how this continues to be perpetuated beyond yourself into the future.
So it takes energy to do this,
Yes.
and you and I had talked about before about how we cultivate those 4 areas, if you will, of energy and just being really healthy when you come in the building. And it seems like you're doing that and having a lot of fun at it.
It is fun.
That's very cool. Hey, next time I'm going to be thinking about this pretty well-worn concept of servant leadership and digging into it a little deeper. And I'd like to know what you'll be thinking about.